Good morning, welcome to Monday. It is a little bit cooler here today. How is it in your neck of the woods? So I've been thinking this morning about what to talk to you about, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I had an experience that happened over the weekend where I got in trouble from a lady for being too nice and presuming friendship. So I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. Couple of other things just to make you aware of some things that are happening at the moment. We've got Video ROCKSTAR that is starting in about an hour, so I'm really excited to go live with that. If you are or have been considering using this time to not only learn but also to implement and get your marketing started, then you've got to jump in on that. Hey Kath, good morning, welcome to Monday. What a weird ass time we're living in. It's really interesting. I had the beautiful privilege of chatting to my nana yesterday, and I had this moment. I was talking to my husband after I got off the phone to her, and I said, wow, we were talking about, how she's coping. She's 82, and we were just chatting about how she's finding things and things like that. And it was really interesting because she said, we've done this before, Nicola. And I was like, you have, so I started asking her questions about what it was like when she was a kid and in the war and stuff like this. And I realized I felt really, it was so beautiful talking to my nana. For those of you who have either met my nana or who I've spoken about, she's an absolute character. Thick English accent, she's just really from the UK. She's just really, really fabulous. But she was, she was talking to me about these things that she experienced in her childhood. And she said, we've had this stuff happen before. It's just that, you lot just don't know, what's going on, how to deal with it. Oh, thank you, Maxine. And, I had this conversation with my husband after. I've gone, oh my God, there's all of these stories that I think my nana has in her that I've not actually, unfortunately, I haven't taken the time to sit and ask her a whole bunch of questions about stuff. And I thought, oh wow, that's really shit. She is generally healthy, which is really good, and whatever. So she's experiencing she's implemented her social distancing, and she's doing the right thing. So go Nana, really, really good. But it was really nice to connect, and we speak a few, maybe 3 or 4 times a year. We probably see her about that, maybe a few times a year, 2 or 3 times a year. Doesn't live in our area, so it's been really great catching up with her. I've been catching up with my parents a little bit more. So with on the phone. So there's these silver linings in, unfortunately, in times like these. But I think what we'll all find is that we become a lot better at reaching out, a lot better at having conversations, a lot better at checking in on people. And I think, for everything else, despite everything else that's going on, that's got to be really good. So, in the midst of all of this, for those of you who are wanting to market yourselves or who are marketing yourselves, there are some things that I am noticing. And this is that people seem to be a little bit more snappy, right? So particularly, this is going to be really important, particularly if you're still marketing your own services, right? And I want you to keep marketing your own services. I don't want you to stop. Right now, we might find that and I found this personally, you might find that there is a bit of compression in your sales. They may slow down. They also may not. It depends on what you're doing. But you might find that things that people aren't quite as quick to maybe jump on your stuff, or your volumes aren't there and things like that. It's pretty normal. I think a lot of people have just gone, holy fuck, I don't know what to do. And people often will kind of constrict and contract as a general response when things like that happen, whether it's in times like this or whether it's just stuff that's going on in their own lives. A lot of people will kind of bunker down and maintain whatever it is that they have. So don't be afraid, right? But if people aren't buying as much, you can still market. Right? So when I talk about marketing, I don't just talk about marketing. It's not as in, hey, I've got this cup for sale. You should totally buy my cup. Or, hey, you can buy this pen. It's a really great fucking pen. It's not about selling all the time, right? You can still market yourself without right now having something to sell. You can certainly sell if you want, but that's not what I'm talking about. The way that we market ourselves, I'm just wrote an article for Yahoo Finance on building a personal brand. And one of the things that I've said in there is that you can use these types of times to really establish yourself in a powerful way, establish your brand in a powerful way, and you don't have to sell a freaking thing, right? You can just use this as building your brand equity, which we've spoken about over the last couple of weeks. So what that means is that you're out there, you're being of service, you're offering value, you're offering hints and tips and advice and strategies. And people are really looking for, like what I think, they're looking for, they don't want the hype, right? And they don't want the bullshit. And, which suits me down to the ground because I'm a no hype, no bullshit person anyway. But they're really looking for people who can demonstrate certainty in leadership in times like these. And we can do that through your marketing. So I guess one of the things that I was thinking about though, and particularly if you're newer to this, some of the fears, for want of a better word, because that's not really the word that I mean, the hesitation is often around, well, what will people think? Will it be received? Will it be, is it going to be consumed? This, that, and the other. Are people going to like me? Are they going to think that I'm just doing something to try and get them to buy? Well, hey, if you have a business, you got to sell something, just quite to be blunt. So here's the thing. There will be people who will like you in times like these. There'll be people who don't like you in times like these. There'll be people in normal times, which the times of yesteryear. There'll be people who like you for the way that you were then, and people who didn't like you back then. So I've got an ad that's still going. I've had a particular Facebook ad running for maybe 18 months, maybe even a little bit longer now, where I'm giving away my free digital content map, which looks like this. Let me show you, because it's free, with a free half an hour training, by the way. This is what a digital content map looks like. It's really freaking fabulous. I love it. So you've got your months, your quarters, so that you can keep your content all, you can sort your content out, right? It's free. Not that one. You can buy that one if you want a big one. But I've been giving those away for free. That training, so it's about a half an hour training, and the download of that, the PDF download of that, for about 18 months. And it just keeps ticking over. I think, I don't know, maybe 7,000 people have downloaded it. It's really fucking awesome, if I do say so myself. But how's this? I had a lady on my ad yesterday say, because the ad reads, "Hey friend, are you sick and tired of feeling like everybody else is more creative than you? I've got the solution. You just need a plan for your content. Let's get that sorted." Words to that effect. And she said, "I don't presume, I'm not your friend just because you've targeted me on Facebook." And I've gone, what? So I've gone and replied. I said, I think that's because it's the text is, "Hey friend," and then such and such, all the things that come out from there. And I've just gone, I think saying "hey friend" is probably the least offensive thing that I could ever say to anyone, right? Unless I just said, "Hi." I don't think that's very offensive. If I said, "Hey white girl," or "Hey black girl," or, whatever, that would be offensive to some, and understandably so. If I said, "Hey," "Hey bitch," that some would go "Yeah." Other people would be like, "No." So to me, this is the least, it's "Hey friend" is the least offensive greeting that I thought I could possibly say to anyone ever, right? I didn't even say, "Hey hun," "Hey gorgeous," or "Hey babes." Some people don't like those things in there, and it's not how I speak. So I usually say "Hey friends," or "Hey teamie," or that's the way that it's actually the way that I speak. So I've just gone, I think that's the least offensive thing that I could say, you know, blah, blah, blah. I hope you find this helpful. And she came back and said, after discussion with some friends, no, a little bit, just providing you a little bit of feedback. After some discussion with friends, we do find that it's really creepy. This is in an ad. Okay, let's just be clear. I haven't rung her. I haven't stalked her. I haven't solicited her. I haven't emailed her. This is just an ad in Facebook, right? It's like driving past a billboard and going, that fucking billboard is so offensive. How dare they call me friend? I'm not their friend. That's creepy. So I've just gone, okay, that's fine. I said, I'm bubbly. I'm friendly. That is my nature. But what this is really great. I said, I'm so grateful that you commented, because what this shows is the act of polarization. I said, I actually wrote a book. I've written a whole book about being visible and polarizing your audience. So this is amazing. You know, thank you so much for commenting. And I genuinely am grateful for her commenting, because it's provided the cannon fodder for today's video, right? But I was just like, you know, there's polarization. Some people will like you. Some people will hate you. Some people won't like you because you have blonde hair, because you have an earring, because you don't have earrings, because you say, hey, friend, because you say, hey, bitch, because you swear, because you don't. Everyone is going to make a decision whether they like you or not. And this is a perfect example, because I think for me saying like, hey, friends, that is... I don't know how I could possibly offend somebody by saying that. I just find it really, really, really curious. So I wanted to reassure you that you can do all of the right things. You can be friendly, you can be short and sharp, you can be factual, you can be dramatic, you can use theater and drama and you know, all of the things that are available to us. So you could sit there and just be like this. There will be people who will fucking love you for the way that you are, the way that you show up, the way that you speak, the way that you write. And there will be people who don't like you for those same reasons. It is not your job to bend and contort yourself to try and keep those people happy and try and keep these people happy. Thank them, move them along, right? They don't need to be, don't let feedback that you are not paying for impact your messaging, impacting your delivery, impacting your language, impacting the way that you interact with people. All right, you know, some of that, hey Martha, happy Monday. Some of I'll see you soon. Some of the things, not literally see you soon, I'll see you soon in Video ROCKSTAR, which is so exciting. I guess the thing is that the whole concept around polarization, a lot of people get scared because they think they have to be an asshole. They think they have to be bitchy. They think they have to be argumentative and provocative and whatever. Yet, you know, it doesn't matter how you are and who you are. It's just important for you to be you. And that's the biggest single lesson that I could possibly, if I can hammer anything home in any time in business and relationships, right? And in your interactions with other people, whether, you know, you're going to the gym, not at the moment because they're shut down, as of 12 o'clock today here in Victoria, whether you're going to the coffee shop, whether you're going to mother's group, whether you're doing the things that people normally do to connect that hopefully will resume in the very near future, you're not going to be friends with everybody. And you don't want to be friends with everybody. People just don't have freaking time, right? It's just not even possible. So trust in your voice, trust in your message, trust in your brand, and fucking own it. And the hell with anybody who says that you can't say, hey friend, at the start of an ad while you're giving them an awesome free freaking training and a download to boot. So completely insane. Now, if you do want that content map that I showed you at the start, it's free. You can just jump to my website and it's on there. It's like in the black banner. Download it. The training goes for about half an hour and it'll just help you create a content plan. So that's that. Additionally, we've got Video ROCKSTAR that starts in about the next 40 minutes, which I'm so excited for. It's a 4-week program. We're doing all things video, how to create them, how to edit them, how to use them, how to repurpose them. All of everything that you could possibly need, we're doing in Video ROCKSTAR. And we've got the how to create your own online course, which will be running simultaneously as all of that. So that's really exciting. So that's that, my friends. I can't wait to see what you guys get created. Stay safe, please. Stay inside, stay home. It's interesting times. I don't really have much else to say other than it's really fucking interesting times. And then the other thing is, like I was saying, around your video content, your messaging, your marketing, keep marketing, even if you're not selling. If it doesn't feel aligned for you to sell right now, then fucking don't. It's totally fine for you to make whatever decisions. Don't make those decisions, though, that out of scarcity, out of fear, out of wondering or anything like that. Make a decision. Like if you always make the right choices and if you always make the right decisions, does it feel aligned right now to be selling? And if the answer is yes, then go forth and sell. If the answer is no, I just feel like it's the time to kind of cultivate my audience, to love them and market to them and help them. You can still be doing lead generation. You can still be doing, like, giving away your free things. You can still be being of service without actually selling. And, I think if you do both of those things, then you're going to find yourself in really good stead. So there you go, you guys. Have a really great, fantastic and amazing day. I hope to see some of you in Video Rockstar in the next 40 minutes. If not, I won't. But I am coming on. Joe and I are doing an isolation circuit breaker at 1:30, I think. And the Zoom links are in the event. There's an event here on my page. Just checking, we're on 1:30 today. So bring coffee, lunch, champagne, gin, whatever it is that you need to give yourself some time out. Come and have a circuit breaker with us. We don't know what we're talking about. We don't plan it. We just kind of hang out and have fun and jibber jabber about the things. Not even necessarily coronary things. It's just like we just talk about all the things. So you're welcome to come and join us. We'll be doing those a few more times throughout the week as well. So lots of ways that you can remain entertained. There are lots of ways that you can be distracted. So that is it, my friends. I will see you very, very soon. So get out there, not into the physical world. Stay home. Get out there into the online world. Go help some people. Have a whole ton of fun doing it. And remember, the world is absolutely ready for your brand of awesomeness. I'll talk to you soon.